Hey guys, I am super excited to kick off my very first series today. We are gonna make not only the juiciest Char Siu roast pork, but we're also gonna turn it into delicious steamed Char Siu pork buns. And get this, we are gonna make legit Char Siu ramen noodles from scratch. So without further ado, my name is Andong and this is how to make Char Siu roast pork at home. Just for a second before we get started, if you like recreating mouth-watering dishes from China and the world at home, you have come to the right place. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for lots of food inspiration. So let's talk about that meat for our barbecue. Char Siu itself is more of a flavor profile or a technique rather than a specific dish. You can turn many different types and cuts of meat into Char Siu, even chicken, but I find that leaner cuts of meat, they tend to come out on the drier side. So stick to those nicely layered and fatty cuts of pork such as belly, shoulder or neck, which is what I decided to use. Here's my strip of pork neck. Poke a few holes inside with a fork. This will help both your marinade and later the heat to evenly penetrate the meat. Okay, now let's make that classic Char Siu marinade. The super authentic version has a lot of freak ingredients, many of them super hard to find, but I want to keep things a little more realistic in this video. I actually made a poor man's Char Siu once with only widely available ingredients. Here's the recipe. It actually turned out quite okay, but we're not gonna get into it for this video. I think we should meet somewhere in the middle. So we will start off with some hoisin sauce and some oyster sauce just as a base. Then we'll add a good squeeze of runny honey and some maple syrup. Maple syrup is actually a pretty decent substitute for the maltose sugar and the melted rock sugar that a lot of traditional recipes use. We will add a little bit more sugar, and yes, this is a very sweet marinade, and we'll balance that with some light soy sauce, dark soy sauce, Chinese cooking wine and a bit of salt. Now for that classic Char Siu aroma, we add some minced garlic, ginger and scallions. Finally, some white pepper powder and just a bit of 5-spice powder, but take it easy, this is pretty powerful stuff. Now lastly, we need to add some color. You might have seen some of that super appetizing shiny red Char Siu hanging outside Chinese restaurants. Well, sorry to disappoint you, but this is just food coloring for the most part. Now there is a traditional way to give Char Siu that signature red color, which is hongchumi, a red fermented rice. But I don't know what else you would use that for. Definitely the smart way to go would be getting this, Nanru, or also called Tofu, which is fermented bean curd, and it will add some more complex fermented notes that we actually want in a marinade, but mostly we will use it for its red sauce. Now guess what makes this sauce red? Exactly, it's hongchumi, the stuff we're looking for. Now just mix everything together and your marinade is done. Grab your meat and place it in a Ziploc bag. Add your marinade and carefully squeeze out the air in the bag. Give your pork a nice little massage and place it in the fridge to marinate for at least 6 hours. Ideally overnight or up to 48 hours. I'm sorry, some cooking techniques just can't be cheated.
6 hours later.
Once done though, your pork will smell amazing. Now the easiest way to cook Char Siu at home is roasting it in an oven. Place your marinated pork neck on a wire rack so it can cook from all sides and brush with an extra layer of marinade. Pop it in the oven at 200 Celsius or 400 Fahrenheit. Get it out after 15 minutes, flip it over and baste with your marinade. Back into the oven. In the meantime, mix some honey, water and maple syrup. After 15 minutes, baste your meat again, this time with some of that honey maple syrup glaze. Now we want to get the oven really hot. Turn on your broiler if your oven does that. And we want to finish this meat off just for 5 minutes on each side, and don't forget to baste with that honey glaze after flipping. You know your meat is done when you can see some charred marks on the outside. It smells like 5-spice heaven, and oh my god, just look at all that juice. I'm pretty sure this is where the term food porn comes from. Anyway, rest your pork for a few minutes and slice it up. You can enjoy this just like this, maybe with some rice. But your Char Siu will also make for some delicious pork buns or for some fresh ramen. We're gonna get into all of this in my next video, so make sure to subscribe to my channel. I have a feeling I will see you in the next video.